experience as a juvenile judge and as a consultant on child welfare tells me that youth and their parents need to be involved in any decision-making process that we go through here. This ordinance was introduced with no known youth involvement or parent involvement other than possibly one meeting where there was no notice of the meeting. Tonight I hope to have conversations that we will listen to and not judge. We will hear voices that have different beliefs and experiences than certainly I do. What may be the right for Cambridge is not necessarily what is right for Prince George's County or Baltimore or even Dorchester County. But you have to take the steps here. I certainly will say what I believe at the council meetings, but you are the ones who are going to have the impact on city council, not me.
We were talking about the murders, and as I stated the last time I stood at a meeting, my family too is a victim of having someone murdered. But that murder took place at the hands of a 25-year-old, not at the place of someone 15 years old or under. I also understand that the children 15 and under are getting into mischief, like stealing bicycles or breaking windows and things like that. But keeping that in mind, locking kids down instead of giving kids an outlet, it's only going to make it worse. We don't know what kind of family they're coming from. We don't know what they're running from.
Why are these kids not in school? That would be my first question. Why are they not in school when these crimes are supposed to be committed? I also know for a fact that our juvenile justice system is not equipped to take kids to court. We sort of make excuses for why things are happening. And I agree with LaShawn 100%. Some kids need those kinds of programs. We keep talking about programs. You can put all the programs in the world in place. If the kids that you want in those programs aren't coming, that's a wasted resource. And again, the curfew gives us the opportunity to ask those kids, why are you not at home? We might find out that there's abuse at home. We might find out that there's a lot of things going on at home. I know for a fact, Pastor Corey over here on Washington and Race tried to have some programs for kids. He had to shut it down because the kids you're talking about that we need to create these programs for were in there trying to sell drugs and being disruptive. So until we put something in place and try to find these answers, and collecting just random data doesn't say anything. But if you're stopping 15 to 20 kids a month on the street and you're actually having a conversation with them, why are you out here at 2 o'clock in the morning?
If you got a curfew, you know, there's a saying that a lot is not made to keep a crook out, but it's made to keep an honest man honest. You know, so I feel that there are programs and there are things that's not in place. I mean, you know, when I was coming up, I mentored some kids. I went to school on behalf of some kids, and those kids graduated. But we're missing that part of it today. I mean, we talk about a village raising the kids. Kids don't have respect anymore. We need to regain the respect. A lot of adults are even afraid of the kids, truthfully. And I know a curfew would vastly affect my community more so than the other communities. I mean, you know, you can talk about racial statistics and everything, but curfew would definitely affect the black community a whole lot more than the white community.
So I think, you know, the curfew, it's a very slippery slope. But if we can, like the sister was saying, put these resources together and do some things and make some things happen and talk with these children, like people said, bring them in and let's sit them down, because we see the same ones.